Hey everybody, Michelle with Triangle Social Media here. Excited to come live every Wednesday at noon and introduce different business owners in my community and yours, and just get to know some people and what they do, maybe a little bit about their why. Today I have Bryan Daly with me here, and I'm really excited for him to share some things about what he does. And I met him through LinkedIn, powerful platform, and some of the awesome events that he holds there. So hey Bryan, how are you?
Good, Michelle. How are you? Thanks for having me on.
Yes, yes. Thank you for coming on. And I would love for you to share with everyone a little bit about yourself.
Well, I was born at a very early age. Just kidding. Uh, I I've been a financial advisor for the past 25 years, and and related to the networking and social media stuff, I really, as a result of 2008, had to reinvent myself, and was really through LinkedIn that I did that in the networking groups.
Okay. So, which, in particular, LinkedIn. So, tell me a little bit more about LinkedIn and why you like that platform. What is it that's appealing for you in your events there?
Well, just a little of my background story. I've been financial advisor for 25 years, and every year that went by, I got deeper and deeper in the mortgage business until I woke up in 2008 and I was up to my eyeballs in the mortgage business. And of course, we know what happened there. So I found myself really with nobody to call, no business, nothing happening. So I was in, desperation sort of mode. And two things happened at the same time, sort of seemed coincidence at the time. One was a friend invited me to his networking group, and turned out the position had already been filled. So I said, well, I'll start my own networking group. And another friend of mine sent me a connection request on LinkedIn. I called him up. I said, Frank, what is, I was so clueless. I called it Like It In. I said, what is this Like It In thing? And why do you think we should be doing it? He said, well, I thought it'd be good if we had each other's contact information. I'm like, Frank, I've known you for years. Why do I need your contact information again? I don't get it. So I started digging a little bit more deeper into LinkedIn and used it as a way to build my networking groups. And as I was building the networking groups, I realized that we were connecting a lot with a lot of people, but it really wasn't turning into any business. It wasn't turning into business or referrals. So I wanted to move the relationships offline. And we started doing coffee meetings and lunches and social. And we just grew crazy, mainly as a result of LinkedIn.
Hmm.
And then fast forward to 2020, the pandemic. I have established a whole bunch of groups throughout the country, and of course, being able to Zoom and conference call and all that really, our business not only survived through COVID, it thrived.
Yeah, that's awesome. And I think I first saw one of your events on LinkedIn, was very interested and joined and have attended, in particular, the LinkedIn posting parties, which are so different and cool. I really like the beginning where people interact with each other, and just the way that you organize this event. It boosts everybody's reach on LinkedIn and gets people connecting and talking, sharing, and learning. And where do you do these parties? I know that here in Raleigh, my area, but where else do you do them?
We've done them in Raleigh. We did one recently. We called it a global party. We had folks on from all over the United States, Canada, UK, Australia, New Zealand. And then we have another one tonight, which is pretty much where our group is pretty much East Coast US. We have some Midwest, but not a lot of West Coast exposure, which I'm looking to get more West Coast exposure as we go forward.
Okay. So are you looking for people to help with that, to expand?
Always looking for folks to help lead, run groups throughout the only thing slowing us down for growth is leaders in an area.
Okay.
Raleigh, Raleigh Durham, for instance, Frida Lynn, she
Yeah.
stepped up. She stepped up and we help, sort of behind the scenes to help facilitate that group. We've got Tim Arthur at Treasure Coast. We've got Don LaPlume, which is Vermont, New Hampshire. My friend Mike Reed in Boston, and others that are helping us running the groups.
That is awesome. I think I just love the whole model that you've done, and it's so successful, and I see that it's growing. So I'm definitely very happy to support you in what you're doing because it's amazing. I've made a lot of great connections myself, and I like the newsletter you put out as well. And I'm going to ask you to share your links in the thread of the video so that people can connect with you directly and maybe sign up for your newsletter because you get all the information about the events coming up. And I saw one, I think just today, about an in-person networking event. Might have been in Florida. I don't remember. But,
Yeah,
that's exciting and encouraging to see, too, that you're also doing some in-person events. Is that something that you're going to expand on as well?
absolutely. The I was amazed at how well we could really connect in Zoom world over the past year, but there's still no substitute for being in person with
That's
folks.
right.
You
Yep.
know,
Right.
and we're human beings, and we need that social interaction. So going forward, I'm going to be doing a lot less of the coffee and the breakfast meetings than I used to. But in each area, we'll be doing socials or after hours. And the thing I like about that is it's not because we've already know what just about everybody does from the Zoom. Now it's let's get to know each other as people.
Mm.
So it's not hi, my name is, and here's my brochure. It's kind of like, hey, what's going on, buddy? How are you? Kind of get to know people as people.
That's it. I love that because it's the human element. We need that connection in person, eye to eye. And so I'm encouraged to hear that. Um, the next coming events, you said there's one tonight. Do you want to share more about that or any other events in particular?
Sure. Well, ninja-networking.com is the website for all the events. And if you click on events, it'll have all the events there. It's
Okay.
ninja-networking.com. And we're no dues, no fees, no mandatory meetings. You don't need a note from your mother if you can't make a meeting or anything like that. I wanted to eliminate any, silly little rules and that sort of thing. But yeah, we do that once a month on the LinkedIn posting party, and it's a super way to network. And we've had 4 people hit the top 1% of social influencers on LinkedIn as a result of the parties. So
Wow.
when you think about how many, I don't know, 700 million people on LinkedIn, we've had 4 of them hit the top 1% of social influencers, which is pretty cool.
That's pretty amazing. That
Yeah,
is pretty amazing. So there's so many benefits to connecting with you. I would love you to share the links to your website, your LinkedIn profile, and events and all the good things. Just put
sure.
them in the thread of this video, and we'll ask everybody, hey, connect with Bryan and get to know more about the events and attend the ones that are near you. They're all over, and I'm looking forward to tonight's LinkedIn posting party. Definitely. Think that's valuable. If anybody wants to join, you'll see the instructions for that. And thank you so much, Bryan. I appreciate you coming on and sharing more and look forward to continued networking and connections. Everyone else, we'll see you next Wednesday here on Social Soundbites with Michelle at noon. All right. You guys
Excellent.
have a wonderful day. Thanks, Bryan.
Thank you, Michelle. Great job. Appreciate it.